folks, Chef Jay here, and this is Lake to Plate with my co-host with all the French
ghosts.
Ghosts.
Well, that's a gopher.
Gopher. You're not a gopher. You're Torin, right?
I could go for it, though.
You could go for the gopher. Your name is Torin Bergagnini behind the camera. And I'm Chef Jay Barnard, the man in black. How does that song go?
Sing it.
I don't know it.
Cocaine blues? Wholesome prison blues?
Panatang, wholesome blues. No,
Wow,
that was pretty bad.
You ever listen to Little Johnny Cash?
Little Johnny Cash. Back on set. On today's episode, we're kicking it into high gear with the most famous fish in all of northwestern Ontario.
Yeah, probably all of inland Canada.
In inland Canada.
Yeah.
So you're talking like from the Vermilion Bay border, no, the Clearwater Bay border, to the
Vermilion Bay border?
to the would you say Hamilton?
Yeah, that seems fair.
That's pretty big,
Probably,
eh?
probably down to Wheatley.
Down to Wheatley for sure. I
mean,
mean,
probably all the way out to Saskatoon.
Yeah, you're probably right. Northern Saskatoon. Well, yeah.
Yeah, Saskatoon to Wheatley. After that, you're getting into coastal fish.
Yeah, after that, they don't know what Mr. Pickerel is.
Now it's all about that cod.
So on today's show, we are going right back to the famous Walter Walleye, or Pickerel, if you're in Manitoba, because we know you're watching in Manitoba. This is the most go-to fish out there in inland fish for the simple reason that it doesn't taste like anything, right?
Yeah, it's classic.
It's classic. It doesn't taste like anything. You can do anything with it. You can deep fry it, you can poach it, you can fry it, you can sous vide it, you can smoke it, you can grill it, you can pan fry it, you can bake it, you can
make it into a pancake.
You can make it into a pancake. Hey, let's do that. You can do anything with it. It will not taste like fish. You can tell them it's chicken, and they'll eat it.
And I heard from someone once a really nice recipe is fish pot pie.
Fish pot pie. Huh.
I'd take a pass on it
Would the
personally.
initials be BL on that one?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
pretty on point.
Like he's the pinch hitter for the FWC team. Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyways, on today's episode, we're going to do another classic, but we're going to take a classic and add the walleye to the classic and make a fish classic.
A double classic.
Double classico.
Like a double entendre, but with fish.
Entendre. So we're going to do a walleye stuffed pepper. And we're going to be using some really power beans in the world of beans, aren't we? The power beans.
The bees?
Beans or bees?
No bees in this
No
dish.
bees in this
Save the bees.
episode. No bees in this episode. But we're using
However, are many bees on Shaw Spotlight.
However, we are using some really powerhouse beans that are super healthy for you. This is a super healthy dish. We're using some chickpeas, we're using some black beans, and we're using some edamames. Is that how you say
Edamame.
it?
Edamame.
Edamame.
Edamame is not a bean, though.
What is it? A legume?
It's a legume.
A legume. So it's a legume. And then we're using some of these. These are actually grown in Kenora, frozen. These are nice cherry tomatoes. So we got some local stuff. And we got a tricolor of peppers. And we're actually going to use our mixture and we're going to stuff it with rice. So folks, what you want to do with rice?
And beans.
Hey, you know who used to do that?
I have no idea.
No? Okay. Anyways, you folks, you want to get...
Wasn't Johnny Cash.
No. So you want to fill up your pot for the rice. Fill it up with water. Turn it on medium-high heat. Bring it to a boil. We're using the finest of minute rice here. You can use whatever you want. Local wild rice if you want. Brown rice, whole grain rice, whatever kind of rice.
Well, you know what the nice thing about this recipe is? It's really, really simple.
This is past simple, right? This is beyond simple. You could come home, you could get your kids to help you. Actually, you know, if Moosey wasn't so stiff, he could probably get in here and like mingle and jingle with the old chefaroo. Goofy could jump down. He could just be cutting and ringing, and you know, Leonidas and Loosey Goosey over there could be slicing and dicing. Okay, so our water's boiling already. The magical thing about TV, isn't it? Look at that, water boiling.
Wow, look at that steam.
Put your rice in. How easy was that? Get a spoon.
So easy a gopher could do it.
Stir your rice. Put your lid on. That sound does sound familiar, doesn't it?
It's getting a little sizzly for some reason. Did you spill, chef?
Nope, never did. Turn off your heat, let the rice cook. How easy was that?
So you're cooking that rice with no heat?
No heat, done. That's called minute rice. Okay, so get your other pot. So this is where you're gonna do the fancy pantsy magooskies. So here's a pot for our peppers.
Is that a pot or an oven pan?
It's a cooking.
It's a cooking instrument?
It's a cooking instrument. So we're gonna take this crushed tomato. This is gonna be the base for your stuffed peppers.
Now how much of this crushed tomato you
Oh, I was just gonna dump it all in there, but I'm glad you asked. We're gonna use our measurements today because we like to use measurements here.
That just looks like a spoon to me.
That is. It's gonna be 1 spoon. It's gonna be 2 spoons. It's gonna be 3 spoons.
It's gonna be a red spoon, a blue spoon.
5 spoons. It's gonna be 6 spoons. It's gonna be something's
What's
happening
going on
over here.
there, chef?
Okay, so that's still cooking. What you don't want to do is keep cooking the rice, folks. That's something you don't want to do. You don't want to keep cooking the rice. So you're going to want to turn that off, take it off the heat, leave the heat. Okay, so you want to just put a nice little layer down there.
Now, what was that, 6 spoons?
6 spoons. 6 spoons is the equivalent of 6 spoons. Okay, then you're going to want to get the finest olive oil.
Not olives. Don't confuse them with olives.
Don't confuse those with olives, because if you're a person that takes 6 olives and puts them in a container and takes them to work for the last 10 years, I salute you. Okay, so you're going to want to put the bottom there, fill it up with...
Squeeze that jar. You look like you're low. There you go. Every last drop.
Okay, there we go. Hate to tell you, another one bites the dust.
Well, into the recycling that goes.
Okay, take your tomatoes in.
Don't even have to cut them.
Don't even have to cut them. This is like the easiest recipe you'll ever did see. Beans in. I'd like to thank a dear friend out there in Dryden for all of these beans.
Loyal watcher.
A loyal watcher indeed. There we go. Not really sure why that's not making any noise yet over there.
Well, you got it on low, not high. There. No, now you're extra low. Well, there you go. Now you should be good.
Okay. Then we throw in some of this.
What is some of that?
Ebba Monde.
Edamame?
Okay. Some garlic. Then we're going to throw in some of this secret spice. We can't let you know what this is. Moosey made this the other night. So hey, let's take a shot here and let's do a poll. And
what do you think is
what do you think is in the mystery bowl that Moosey made? Do, 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 do. Let's leave it at that, eh? Okay, take about a pinch or 2. I will let you know it's a little bit spicy. Okay, so grab your spoon, give it a stir. Oh yeah, that smells beauty. Love the smell of garlic, love the smell of... Look at that, Torin.
What about mystery spice? Love the smell of mystery spice.
Okay, hold on a second, Torin. Gotta grab the... Can you see that?
Right.
Look at the color there.
Oh, look at that. That is beautiful.
Right, so that's gonna cook the tomatoes down. That's gonna do its thing. We want that high heat. Then we're gonna take
what do we got here?
the recovering chef is gonna take a shot of booze. So this is just for flavor. Use whatever booze you want. On today's episode, we have the finest
Is that peach vodka?
vodka.
Would you recommend homemade grappa?
And it goes 1 shot. Homemade grappa. You can use whatever you wanted to use. Give it the taste of, give it a little bit of flavor, right? Moosey probably would have licked that up, I think. And
He's eyeing it up. Look at
I
the
also
look in
know
his
another
eyes.
guy. I also know another guy that would have definitely done that one. Okay, so next one we want to do here, we take our fine walleye. These are beautiful fillets. Look at
Nice
it. Beautiful fillets coming straight out of Lake of the Woods. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, you're gonna take the Y bone out, down the middle, zipper, zip. You're gonna cut that in half. And you're just gonna give him a chop. 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 Chop, chop. Okay, in it goes. In. Next one. So this here is actually one fish, isn't it, Torin?
That's 2 fillets, 1 fish.
2 fish. Take that piece of fat off there. You don't want that. You know, on this new set with these knives, I'm kind of...
You're really enjoying
these knives are nice. Okay, same thing, choppy chop. You gotta watch yourself here, folks, with these knives. Then, just mix it all up. There it is, you got your fish, you got your tomatoes, you got your beans, you got your legumes, you got your spices.
So what are you looking for to know that fish is cooked?
You're looking for opaqueness, which is white.
Or opaque?
Then you're just gonna let this, well, opaque too if you want. Right? Opaque? Opaque?
Back it up.
Back it up, back it up. Okay, then you're gonna clean it up here a little bit because you want to cut the tops of your peppers off. Yeah?
Are you gonna carve one like a pumpkin?
I am actually. Gonna carve one like Santy.
Light it up like a jack-o'-lantern. Don't paint it like a jack-o'-lantern.
No?
It's not how pumpkins work.
Okay, so how easy was that?
Oh, bingo bango.
How easy was that? Okay, what I want to do too, since we have these greens over here, I think these would go good in there. What do you think?
Yeah, might as well use them up.
Huh. You know the interesting thing about this new knife?
It cuts. I personally like the old ones where it kind of sawed through it. Oh, look at that steam.
You and I both. So folks, just bring your cutting board over. Direct it into there. Direct it into there. Direct it into there. Very nice. Take your cutting board, clean it off. This is the finest cutting board I ever did see. I need to get myself one.
Oh, wow. I know how you treat cutting boards. That's why I was trying to hide it from you. You seem to have a very short shelf life on cutting boards.
Okay. Boy, this is looking good, Torin. You want to take another shot of this?
Yeah, let's get one more shot. Now with the opaque fish.
It's just about there. The tomatoes are coming down, right? The tomatoes are coming down, the juice is coming down, the vodka's in there, the beans, the legumes, the greens, the spices, everything's coming together. It's married.
What a beaut.
It's a beaut. So we're going to want to just put the lid back on. Now we take our peppers. We have our sauce at the bottom. Cut the top off. You want to save the top though.
Just like a pumpkin.
That's the lid. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Do we have a cleaner? I do have a cleaning lady.
I don't think she's here today.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay, in it goes. There's one. So you want to do this like 3 times. You want to do this 3 times.
How many?
3. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. So there's another lid. You know what's kind of cool about this?
Oh, what's that?
The tri-colored colors.
Yeah, it works out well.
So you know if you have 3 people, like 2 kids and yourself, everybody gets a different color. Hey?
Yeah? What's your favorite color pepper?
Green, and we don't have green.
Why do you like green?
Okay.
I would safely say green peppers are the worst of the peppers.
Really?
Yes.
They're the most healthiest for you, though.
Well, they have the least amount. They've got the worst flavor.
Well, that's why, because they're the most healthiest.
Well, well.
Most healthiest. Look at the steam come out of this guy. We're done in here. Woo!
Just steam
Take
it away.
that
How's
off the
rice?
heat.
All cooked?
Here's your rice. Look at that. Rice. What did we do? Put that in water, that was it, eh?
1 minute.
1 minute. That's why they call it minute rice. Easy peasy. Japanesey. Okay, half of this in.
What are you doing with the rest?
Making rice pudding.
Fishy rice pudding.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Like when it comes to easy, when it comes to comfort, when it comes to colorful, when it comes to healthy, this is a gooder.
If you're not having walleye stuffed peppers.
You're not having walleye stuffed peppers. Okay, what you want to do, get your little rag here, because you're going to put your pot right here. Right?
That's it.
Here it is, Torin.
Unless you got granite, then you're doing better than us.
There it is. Mixed rice, fish, opaque, tomatoes, still some of them kind of in shape, some are blowing up. It's just absolutely,
Summer squirters, what can you say?
and it smells divine. So what you want to do, so you're going to want to go to your spoon here. You're going to want to find your seashell spoon. So this one right here, you're going to want to find this in your drawer because all of us are going to have this one.
Is there a particular reason you picked the seashell spoon?
Well, because we're dealing with fish. Okay, so folks, what you want to do is fill this up. Fill it up. You're going to have a lot of leftovers. That's okay though. Because this is a great way to have
fish rice.
Fish rice the next day. Add some tomatoes to it. You have a chili.
Oh, there's already tomatoes in it. Add
Well,
more
at the
tomatoes.
bottom, right? Like, crushed tomatoes.
Oh, yes.
Like, crushed.
Like the sauce.
Yes. But even better than the sauce. This is beautiful.
Nice and easy.
Nice, easy, fast. You get home from work, you just do it quick.
Maybe you make it the night before, you throw them in your peppers in the oven when you get home, bingo bango.
That's it.
You're eating in 45 minutes.
That's it. Okay. Like I said, you have some leftovers. Nothing wrong with that. Then you take some of the finest parm.
Oh, did you just pick that up off the floor?
No, I did not. Top it with parm. Or whatever cheese you have, Asiago, cheddar, mozzarella. Over here at the new kitchen, we have the finest. Take your lids.
Like sealing up your jack-o'-lantern?
Yep. Now, is that beautiful or what? 3 amazing peppers stuffed with rice, beans, legumes, walleye, crushed tomatoes on the bottom, topped with Parmesan cheese. You're going to set your oven at 350. And you're going to let that cook for 45 minutes. 45 minutes. 45 minutes, Torin. We got 45 minutes. What plate are we going to use?
Yeah, probably a good pepper plate.
This one right here. Okay?
Yeah, it's a good pepper plate.
So, we got 45 minutes.
That's a lot of time to kill. You think the viewers have 45 minutes? Maybe you could start your rice pudding.
So then we need to get some of the finest oven mitts.
That's been 45?
It's been 45.
That was quick.
You know what's kind of funny?
Is it the moose on there?
Hey.
We got him for Moosey. It's his brother.
Hey, Moosey. What's shaking? Okay. What you want to do here? Pull out your peppers. 45 minutes later. Absolutely beautiful. Check it out. Nicely cooked. The tops are nice. The cheese is melted. They're held together. The tomatoes nice and warm on the bottom. What you do? Ow.
Wow. Is that hot shit?
You don't want to touch it. So then what you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
Maybe a pair of tongs? No?
Mha! 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 Mha!
It's like we're on the old set all over again.
Mha! Mha!
Hey, chef, those peppers a little hot?
How beautiful do these look?
That is a nice tri pepper.
Look at that. Okay, so what I want you to do is just take a look at that. Like, you could just serve it just like that.
You could.
Okay, so what we're gonna do though, is we're gonna take some of this tomato sauce right on the bottom. Right on the bottom like that. There's your base. Then what you're gonna do, this rice here. This rice you're gonna turn into rice pudding. You're gonna put a little doppel of that right there.
Double rice.
Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna take the yellow one,
Why yellow?
because I like yellow.
Oh, fair enough.
There you have it.
Just that easy.
That easy, folks. There it is.
You want to take the lid off, show the folks what we got cooking? Look at that cheese.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is a beautiful pepper.
There we have it. Walleye, pickerel, however you want to call it. Stuffed peppers with a tomato base. It doesn't get any easier than this, does it?
That's it.
Till next week. Bye-bye.